Welcome back, everyone. In the last episode, we went through the practice battles, saw some supports, and just giving a general idea of how I'm going to kind of like respond for every day of the month. And I just finished up my last set of battles, so a lot of the students have actually grown in level, and all of them have mastered their classes. Now, every time you start a new week, I didn't go over this last time because it wasn't really an option, but you can instruct them manually or automatically. And the thing is, from my expertise, you always want to have instruct manually. It's just more practical in my case. But as you can see, since we didn't get everyone's supports going last time, we weren't able to get everyone's motivation back up with, say, someone like Bernadetta, Ferdinand, or even Hubert, as they all had supports with us and therefore received back their motivation. But anyways, I'm going to train Best Girl Bernadetta and train her back up in writing, and I still haven't been able to get all my skills back, or rather all my ability back of just, training like I usually do. Like, alright, I said, alright, here, I'm just going to put everything back into B, so that way we can just increase our stuff over and over and over. And you basically always have expertise going for your character, and therefore able to learn more often. But as you can see, Bernadette has already gotten 2 stars because we got very lucky with our perfects. We're going to go into Hubert, just train up dark magic, and just hopefully everything goes well. Praise him.
Flattery will get you nowhere.
But it gets everyone everywhere. Anyways, increase the reason back up. Go into Ferdinand, and Ferdinand's actually doing pretty good with all the supports because of that Iron Lance Plus we found in the chapter. This man's just been increasing the prowess with the lance very well.
I'm beginning to understand.
Just increasing sword, because like I said, most of the stuff we're gonna have him use is just gonna be like, all right, here, you're gonna use this more often in battles than you are anything else. Praise, and just increase everything. And then we're gonna go into our last one because everyone else is lacking motivation. Where's your motivation? Gonna increase faith magic and just get more and more for everyone, and then we're just gonna instruct manual and then just end it. This can happen often where your thing will just kind of like end like, I can't really do anything else. But here, with magic, like I said earlier, increases the more often you use it. So Linhardt, because we did a bunch of healing in the last battle with just constant like heal, 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 he was able to increase his faith magic pretty high. And the fact that that's all, I'm pretty sure that's all we have him learning right now. So therefore, it makes it easier. But yeah, you can automatically end instruction once everything's therefore done and gone. So we'll just begin the lecture.
Professor?
Yeah, here's what I said in the last episode as well. Your character can just automatically like focus on faith scale to focus on being a bishop. Just like, there's really no point updating the goal because it's the same thing. Unless you just want a prettier name for it, so to speak. But there's also certain events that are highlighted by a star on the map. And you'll be able to participate in these events. This time, Marcel is today. There will be him recited in the cathedral, and will you participate? Yeah. And it's just a real good way to not only increase support points with students, but also increase your faith magic.
They won't notice if one person doesn't sing, will they?
Learning these things gives me great difficulty.
And there's really no point in doing it, but hey, it also has you bonding with your students and all that, so I think that's a good thing overall. We have a support. You're curious about how Linhardt is doing. Go for a visit? Yes, because we need to raise those support points to get back their motivation.
Well, hello, Professor. You came all the way to my room to... Oh.
Assuming that's your
You've brought
book.
the materials from your lecture I slept through. I appreciate it. Thank you.
It's just like, I won't do this again. It's just like, as a teacher, I say, don't miss the lectures. Come back. Come on.
It's not that I want to miss lectures. Exactly. Drowsiness is my arch nemesis. For some reason, I just can't seem to win against it. Just talking about it makes me sleepy.
You're not I wouldn't say it, because some people like Linhardt's like they need something that needs to be in their interest for them to be motivated. Training won't help because he'd probably make him more sleepy. But this one just attacks his character a bit, so why not?
It's not that I don't have enough motivation. The problem is that I don't have any at all. Not for useless things. I must compliment you, though. By this point in most conversations, I'm bored senseless. But I'm enjoying this. I wonder why. What is it about you that fascinates me so? You're definitely a strange one.
I'm not strange. I don't know, Violet. By the way you act in certain support conversations, yeah, you are pretty strange. But, maybe I am. Everyone has their quirks.
Your very nature is odd. You're definitely not a commoner. But you don't seem like a noble either. You're something else. Or you could be a villain who came here to enact some evil plot. That wouldn't surprise me either.
What? Is that really what you think? It's like, I'm not a villain. What the frig?
Hey, Professor. Will you ever allow me to investigate that crest of yours?
No, one person is more than enough and it's already annoying.
I'm sure I could find out all sorts of things about your crest. And you. Of course, I'm not as experienced with such research as Professor Hanneman, but I do what I can. Someday, I think I might like to become a crest scholar. You never know. Oh, don't trouble yourself. I didn't mean now. I've got a lot of other research I'm working on at the moment. I tend to start a project, get bored, and then leave it be. I might be ready to investigate your crest soon. I'd have to tidy up a bit first. On that note, good night, Professor.
It is midday. It's not time for sleep. But yeah, with support level C, their motivation increased, so Linhart is back to being motivated for, some reason. Anyway, it's Friday, and therefore, your students have done their usual work.
Look, Professor, we did great.
And with perfect results, you actually gain more gold, your students gain more experience, and you find more raw materials to work with. At the end of the week, or I shouldn't say it's Friday, it's Saturday, because they work till Sunday, where your character gets free time. And look at that, you unlocked the Banshee already. We got Fading Blow,
Oh,
Reason 2. So yeah, this is the reason why you want your characters, because kind of focusing on one thing at a time. So there's a reason why I'm upgrading Petra in axes, certain ways and all that. Like, you'll see later on. Just like, there's a method to my madness, so to speak. Got another event. Oh, look at this. Another support conversation.
Professor, I am not understanding where the meaning is here. When and how is this expression used? I fell for it.
You need to be a bit more specific. I fell ill. I fell in love.
No, that is what you say when you meet the mate of your soul. The expression is, I fell for it.
It's like, oh, I fell for it. It's like, oh, I fell for a hook, line, and sinker. Allow me to explain.
Thank you, Professor. I finally have understanding. Can I ask you about another word? The one that is written here. Is something on my face?
Your cheek. You're so enthusiastic. It's like your cheeks are on your face. Violet's making a small joke, but if this was later on, I would say, yeah, Violet would probably make a stupid, dad joke there. But you're so enthusiastic about your learning, that's
I am
impressive.
without much time to study. I must use my time with wisdom. Is that really what you are thinking? Or maybe you have curiosity about the mark on my face.
The mark? You mean the one that's right under your eye? I thought it was just makeup.
You are already knowing that I am from Brigid. This is a mark from Brigid. It is a prayer to the forest spirits. A prayer to be protected. Hunters ask the forest spirits to have safe and bountiful hunting. There are many spirits in Brigid. I have more marks on my arms and back. They are prayers for my family's health and triumph. Are you wanting to see them?
This just makes it oh yeah, genuine curiosity, but also just makes it, you know what, sure, why not? Make Violet get in trouble, why not? We are in the church already.
That gives me happiness. If there is ever the chance, you will see them. I have much gratitude for you, Professor. You always listen with patience. I can read and understand the language of Foglin, but to speak it, gives me difficulty. I hope I will keep having your support, and I will give you my support too, with my whole heart. I have things that I cannot fail to accomplish.
Well, let's both do our best. Just that way you can always improve, keep walking forward together, you know? Haha. But yeah, it's just like you saw the you saw the little heart go up. Like sometimes that can happen with certain answers you give in support conversations where they'll gain some extra support points. But it doesn't happen too often, I will tell you that. Oh, right. Your allies who can you have allies who can take beginner exams. Take a look at certifications to review which ones, and they give you a bunch of beginner seals. So yeah, we can also do certifications right now, and we also have more supports. Supports will come next time, but I feel like we already have enough. But let's look at who can take certifications. You have Byleth who can take one, Edelgard, Hubert, and you have to be level 5, and you do have to have some level of quote unquote mastery of the art. So case in point, you'll see these later. You have to be a certain level and you have to be a certain rank. So for example, Byleth is level 7. You have to be level 5 in order to take this. To become a Myrmidon, you have to have a certain level to become a soldier, fighter, and monk. Which means you have to be both. But it actually looks pretty dope the way they look. But if you don't have the rank, you can't become that class. And that's why they're grayed out. And each one has a barrier of entry in their level and their rank of what your weapon should be. So case in point, to be a mercenary, you have to be... I would ace it 100%. It's just that we aren't the right level to be it. Because you, again, have to be a certain level. The only mechanic is they had not reached the required level. I believe for what? You have to be, what, like level 10? Level 10 or level 15, I want to say. And it just keeps increasing and increasing and increasing. To the point where it's like ridiculous. But for example, flying, like you get these levels, like look at this crap. Like some of these costumes like look ridiculous, and only very few times will you actually be able to get to these like level of mastery. And you don't always have to have the required rank. If you're just like right below it, but the closer to the rank you are, the better chances you have. Case in point. Everything I have is below here, but I have a 66% chance of passing to become a fighter. So let's just do the easy route and just have Byleth become a Myrmidon. And bam, we passed the test. Why does Byleth need to pass the test in order to become a new class? I have no idea, but you can do that for each and every character. So, case in point, you can do it for Edelgard, you become a Myrmidon, or a fighter in my case. A funny one is like if you want her to become a specific class, and just the way that it looks. But let's just go with Myrmidon, because, you know, Myrmidon, swords, it's just well. And bam, we pass. And you can see like, oh, I could just bypass it because we have a 100% chance to pass.
As expected.
And it's just for each character. So say, for example, Petra has the double circle. The double circle means you're just going to guarantee pass it. Like, no matter what. Like, 100% you'll guarantee pass it. For Hubert, he can become a soldier because we trained him ever so slightly with lances. For some reason, he become a fighter. And you can make him a monk, which is what we're going to do. But he'll still have a 100% chance to pass. Even though he doesn't have anything in faith. And the reason he has a 100% chance to pass is because he has a C rank in D, in reason. So we just do that, bam, monk. And then once everyone else gets to level 5, we'll do the same thing. And it just increases over and over and over. And we'll just do Petra's, and we'll have her become a fighter. And the reason we'll have her become a fighter is because I want to increase her strength. Because I want to put characters in certain classes where like they have high movement or like high mobility is the reason. Ah, crap! I need to change her into that class. What I was trying to do, not roster, inventory. Change reclass, and you just. I need to change it to where they're in their school attire because I prefer their school attire. Versus like the class attire. Like the class attire is just not that good at all. I forgot to do it in this version. But for this week, they have to take a seminar, and you can only do one. Those who select these seminars will instruct others in areas of expertise. Higher skilled instructors grant more skill experience to those who attend. People who choose to attend the seminar based on how well the subject matches their goals. So basically, for example, I have swords and authority, and the higher your rank, the more it increases. So Hammerman has very low bows and reason, but it would increase dramatically for someone like Hubert and Dorothea who need it, and swords and faith would increase for everyone else. But if you want like really high swords and all that, you would do this. But we're going to do Hammerman's because we want characters to increase in their level with how well they're performing. So people who attend are the people who gain the experience, as you can no doubt see. And they do gain quite a bit, but let's be honest, you're not going to do seminar all that often. Trust me. The motivation of the attendees increased by 50%. And now we have, whose birthday is it? It's Mercedes. Give flowers. Oh, look. It's time for another mission.
Perfect timing, Professor. I've just received word from the Knights. They've located the bandits.
It seems they have them cornered. They are in Zanado, the Red Canyon.
I can't wait to get started. I'll strike down those heinous thieves before they know what hit them.
Charge ahead if you must, Caspar. Just do not put the rest of us in danger.
No, don't charge ahead. That's a terrible, horrible, awful idea that's gonna get you freaking kids killed.
I'm going back. I won't be of any help anyway, and I don't want to get hurt. Don't worry, Byrne. It's just some bandits. We'll have no trouble at all.
Just some bandits? These people are like trained well, not trained, but they're killers. All this. You think it's like, oh yeah, it's just bandits. You're an idiot if you think that.
Don't get ahead of yourselves. Unfounded optimism isn't a great strategy. Let's just get this over with.
There is nothing to get over. We will work with each other to achieve our mission.
You seem, like you guys seem eagerly excited to get out there. Do note that this is the mission, the first time some of them are actually standing on the actual battlefield. You don't need to be excited to get out there.
It's time, Professor. Give us our orders and let's move out.
And now it's time for your actual mission. Your mission takes place at the end of the month. Can't avoid it. You can't even do it earlier. You will always carry it out by the end of the month. And look how many supports that we have. That probably will be its own episode with the amount of supports we have. Like next episode will just be, alright, support the episode. But as you no doubt tell, like some of our characters are just like on the verge of becoming higher level. People like Dorothea, I find are very hard to get going like on the first level because they don't have anything really going for them. But Caspar, Linhart, and even someone like Ferdinand, it's going to be a bit easier because they're physical classes. Whereas someone like Dorothea, who's a magical class that has limited uses of magic, makes it more difficult. And it's not like the Awakening limited uses, it's very, very low. It's not like you got 50, 45, 20, and it just like progressively gets lower. Like, nah, they're just very low. This month's successful certification exams. Yeah, you should... Yeah, Myrmidon. Fighter, monk, soldier, thief. I believe... I'm surprised Mercenary is so low, actually. No. Mercenary is a secondary stage, I forgot. Mercenary is a secondary stage, while Myrmidon's the first stage. I forgot about that. Red Canyon Dominance.
So, we are taking children into battle, are we? I'm not certain I will be able to sleep soundly after beholding something like that. I shall allow you to turn back the hands of time. But no, this power is not infinite.
Yep, Celtis allows you to activate the Divine Pulse, and you press ZL during the player phase to trigger it. At the end of each battle, the Divine Pulses will be recharged. That's at the end of each battle. But you'll see that these enemies are pretty good. Like, they will attack. You even got Costas here. who has pretty decent skill overall. It's just like you're going to have to be careful with who you're attacking and who you're going to do things with. But there's a treasure chest here. We'll go after that because, you know, treasure chests contain fine treasure, you know? And we're just going to have people go into very familiar spots. Here, we're going to give Edelgard, we're going to take off the bullion, the rusted bow, and the immediate seal. Give her a steel sword. In between episodes, I went and bought the different weapons, the Brave Sword and the Killing Edge. So yeah, Violet's just going to annihilate most folks who just come to him like, oh yes, haha, we'll take out the professor. Why does he have 95% crit? Oh shit, oh shit. People like Hubert, we will, let's see what we can give him to increase, we can probably give him some of the crest abilities because these different crests I got from the playthroughs. And we'll do that. Here, Linhart will give that crest ability where you can conserve the, occasionally conserving the uses of the white magic, and it'll be good. Dorothea, let's see if we can give her something that'll increase the, occasionally, what the? Conserving uses of recovery. Didn't I just give you that? I'm an idiot. Did I give him that or did I not? Occasionally, yeah, you get multiple ones. Okay, so here, just give him that too. Like, bam, you get double, just saving up on all the dark magic uses. But alright, Fissure Dragon, frequently increasing the might, prevents counters, doubling attack and weapon arts occasionally, increasing blah 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 blah. Of attack magic, yes, we need more of that. Like, really, just like bam, we're just giving them more, so that way they can just constantly, like, you know, have these uses. But it's time to go into battle. Victory conditions: defeat the enemy commander. Byleth or Edelgard fallen battle are defeat conditions.
So this is the Red Canyon, a ruin of sorts by the look of it. Let's end this quickly. The thieves must have been driven back. Be careful, or the cornered mice might bite us.
The Knights chased us all the way here?
Chief, let's get out of here. There's no way we can win against them.
Shut your dumb mouth! Where would we go at this point? You can't be a thief if you fear death!
I mean, to be fair, that's some sound logic.
Professor, I hear there's a back road to the west. Why don't we split up and attack from both the west and the front? If we advance tactfully, we can attack our enemy from both sides. I leave the rest to you. Regardless, we must cross the bridge first.
I advise against that, if I'm being honest. I completely advise against that because
I will prevail.
having both the students split up to try and attack is just nonsense in my book, and it's not the best way to go about it. Having the students be within range of one another to not only heal, attack, and prevent each other from, you know, dying, I think is the best idea for us to go forward. Anyways, we'll end our turn here. Let's see what happens. We're going to be attacked by 5, and they missed because of our avoidance, but they're actually doing pretty well. Let's see. And they obviously get closer and all that, but it's actually not that big of a deal. Case in point, if we do something like this, you got Miasma, Meyer. We're just going to go with Banshee because it has the higher might. And look at that. Look at the damage we did to this man. Just hurry up and attack with the Iron Bow, take it out, BAM! Easy. You want to put your characters into specialist classes, especially if I get enough views. I might do Manning mode if you guys want to see me suffer. I may or may not do it.
Can I go home?
Yeah, and your characters will actually get different lines depending on if they take someone out or not. Case in point, here. Iron Axe, attack twice, we're attacked with the Steel Sword, and they all have really good health. It's just like how well you throw yourself into battle. We'll throw with the Thunder Magic, that'll take it out. BAM! Easy.
All roses have thorns. I want to be all I can. So, is making us experience a real battle part of the church's teachings?
Yes and no. Technically, it's to make sure they can prevent threats from Foland ever coming through all the way. But I would not say it's, you know, necessary to teach kids, you know, how to murder and all that crap. But hey, What do I know? We'll throw in Linhardt, attack with Nosferatu, bam, and just heal off that. I really don't want to throw Byleth into all the attacks because it ultimately is kind of unnecessary. Like right here, we'll do that. Let's see if we can go to the convoy and get a bow. Nah, it's just a rusted bow. Crap. Just throw them there. And everyone should take a reasonable amount of damage and progress fine throughout the video. Like, hopefully, like, honestly, I don't really think we'll suffer any deaths in this episode.
These ruffians are no match for a noble like me.
Yeah, and like I said, everyone has like their own unique quote for when they take someone out. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw Byleth into the fray of it again because we want to draw him in closer. And we'll have other characters just kind of progress slowly behind him. So that way they know, like, alright, here, you can rely on Byleth to be the one to kind of just, like, take the damage and be a dodge tank. And not kill anyone, so to speak. Like, they might, if they're dumb enough to come into physical range, then yeah, they're just going to die. We'll throw Edelgard in here with the Iron Axe, and we'll put them right there. I want the character, like the lower level characters, I want them to level up real quick so that way we can get certification exams going the next episode. But there's no guarantee that will happen. Oh, you're so dead. This is like, what did you think was gonna happen, my man? Just kind of threw yourself in there. I didn't even want to throw Byleth in there by like that, but it's like, alright, sure, whatever, man. Alright, so here's the thing. We're going to throw in Edelgard to take out you. Oh, wow, you actually lived. I'm actually kind of surprised. Throw in Bernadetta then. Curse shot. Bam! Well, bam! Just take that one out. Become level 5. You're already level 5, which is good. Gotta attack with Banshee. And restrict its movement. You gain more in authority. And you learn Rally Magic, which is good in my book. We're going to throw in Ferdinand von Eyre. Have them attack with this. Bam. It's actually, like I said, it's actually very easy. And we're just kind of like going through the motions with this. It's actually not that difficult. That's the thing. It's like, I might just need to cut out some parts, really, because it's just how long the video is. And you just kind of like slowly, this is how it is early on. You kind of want to turtle and just kind of like slowly make your way up there, walking around, all that jazz. Throw you right there, and just kind of like slowly go through the motions of putting people here, there, everywhere. Get some more level ups with, yeah, that was a waste of physic, but it's like, whatever, we need the experience for someone like Linhardt to level up. People like Linhardt, like I said, Dorothea, are always pretty hard to level up. Grab that. I'll probably throw them on the yellow spot so that way they can gain more experience, because that's what I did with Caspar. I threw him onto a spot to give him more experience, so that way he would do better overall. So for example, I gave him Iron Gauntlets, bam, like it hit him do damage, bam, and he took damage with the sword, but he has a leather shield, so he takes less damage. Throw in Dorothea, get the kill, bam, take him out.
You were wide open.
And it's just easy. We'll throw in, you're right there, and I don't want Hubert to be damaged. Do that. Just kind of have everyone come closer. I believe Caspar can take the damage fairly well. We're just moving everyone kind of close together so that way they can work well. Alright. Yeah, Caspar getting the attack, but just getting doubled is the problem.
We stole this treasure. It's all ours. There's no way we're gonna give it up to some knights.
Let's think carefully.
Yeah, your enemies can use gambits too. You're gonna have to be careful about that. And as you saw down there, it can't hit, but we got lucky there. That's the good thing. We got lucky with the hit, so that way we don't have to worry about it. But it's just like, oh crap! Like, just do know it can happen. Gonna throw Caspar out there. Beat this man. Bam. Okay. And there we go. Caspar becomes level 5. There we can take a promotion exam next time. He didn't get anything really going for him.
Are all real battles this exciting? Come on, let's get on to the next one.
there is a certain level of excitement in the air when it comes to fights, but like, good lord, don't take it too seriously, my man. It's like, this is life or death. Like, you can very easily die out here. This is a thing. So it's just like, be careful overall, I guess is what I'm saying. Do this, get the kill, bam, Ferdinand von Ayer, proving his worth as a noble, becoming level 5, and we gain the experience and some pretty decent stats. Let's see, we'll throw Hubert out there, attack with miasma, bam. I'll try to see if we can get all the student dialogue in the episode, like, oh yes, when they get a kill and all that. But there you go, bam. Become level 4. It's like, it's a very easy experience. The only time it's going to be very, 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 very difficult is if we do maddening, like I said. If we get enough likes, I'll do it. And they explain chests. You need keys to unlock them. Only one person can unlock these. Units with the lock tech. Well, let me phrase that. Units with a special ability, and one unit in particular can do it. So we'll see it later on.
I killed them. What have I done? The blood.
Remember, these are all teenagers. Well, most of them are teenagers, so they won't have the necessary understanding of like, what have I done? Like, Lidhorn has like one of the most, has like one of the best reactions. Like, I killed them. Like, that's a very legitimate reaction. It's just like, oh, holy crap, what have I done? So, just progressing further with characters. Like I said, we're gonna progress them to a point where it's like pretty easy to, deal with them. So, like I said, we're gonna have Violet dodge tank here. We're gonna have Bernadette stand right there because no one can reach her. The only one who can reach her is going to be you. So I'll have all the characters just kind of like progressively get closer. We're actually gonna have Lidhart go trade the key to Edelgard, so that way we can keep him within range of everyone else, but Edelgard can go further because she can take it, because she's our damage dealer and she actually has very good defense. And this idiot's gonna charge in, and you're dead. 66 damage? Oh no, 81. Increase our damage by 5. Gosh dang, you guys are idiots. And that one was smart. He ran away. He's like, nope, I ain't dealing with this crap. Nope, thanks. Nope. Alright, so the smart thing to do here is this. Pair up with Byleth, get closer. Do this with the Iron Bow to get more damage. Yeah, I put Bernadette away, but now she has E+ in authority, even though really we're not going to have her with battalions. And we can have you get the kill, because you have limited uses of magic, and your limited uses are going to need to be offset by the fact that you need to get more. Throw Edelgard to get the chest. Large bullion, and you can use that to get more. We're going to actually throw Petra in. Get her closer. Go to this one to gain items, rustic gauntlets. Get closer, make you heal. Just very good overall. It's just like very easy. Get closer right here, even though you're supposed to be with Lady Edelgard. And you chose to attack Byleth. Yeah, sure, I know he's the bigger threat, but why? You're an idiot for doing that. Like, for real. Like, why would you attack Byleth? Yeah, he's the... Again, I'm going to keep saying this. He's the bigger threat, but still. Put you on that. Gain more experience. One more Gambit use. Just everyone move this way. Well, I'm going to follow Edelgard's advice because I want more XP. Move them closer over here. That way you get support bonuses. We'll do that. Get that. Get closer. Heal. And just have like our more powerful students get close. And look at this guy, like, oh, crap, Gambit. Oh no, 30% hit. It's not gonna hit. See? And just gain more experience. Okay, we don't have to worry about them. I was gonna be a little worried, but Edelgard could take this dude down like no problem. And what we're going to do is we're gonna get the kill with Miasma, give Hubert some experience, even though I really want everyone else to. They want to 5.
Allow me to clean this up for you, Lady Edelgard.
And bam, see? More quotes. Always good to have quotes. Let's see, can we? We can't get the effect off. Move Caspar down that way, you that way. How many attacks? You have one more use. You have 3 more uses. Okay. I say we're good. Just kind of like everyone's moving so slowly towards it. It's like gonna have you go right here. Get a training axe, and we could probably upgrade that to deal with low-level thugs. Iron bow. The thing is with the iron bow, yeah, you're supposed to do that. Or we can use it with the steel bow. The thing is, like, they'll double us if we use the steel bow. So we'll use that. Get some damage off the thunder. Yeah, Dorothea will take some damage, but Bernadetta will come in, clean up with the iron. Steel bow with curve shot. Whoa, bam! Take out the archer.
Am I done yet?
Gain some experience, and you see why Bernadetta is best girl. Like, there's a way to absolutely break this game with just one unit going in and just absolutely destroying everyone, but we're not going to do that. Maybe I'll do it in a playthrough or not, because you see some people like, alright, here the character with max stats. Because yes, there is max stats per character, but it's not often you're going to get them. Here we go. Petra weakening the enemy down to like no health. We're going to send in Dorothea to get the kill. Bam! And bam, now Dorothea can hurry up and become a mage. Because now she's level 5. Everyone now is at a level where they can become a promoted class. Or I say promoted, but just a class in general beyond, you know, noble. And you'll see that later with other classes as well. And that's why when we get back to the monster, I'm going to change everyone's outfits and make the drip much better for them to appreciate. Okay, so the closest one is you. Ferdinand will have stat bonuses, and we're just going to have everyone relatively close to him. So that way they can all get supports, because the way supports work now, you just need to be in the general vicinity. You need to be within the general area of being able to attack the enemy. So say, for example, Hubert was there and had his Reason magic up, he would be able to attack, and thus gain some more support. But Ferdinand, just kind of like whittling the enemies down is a good thing. And the fact that we have HP plus 5 is also helpful. Oh, actually, no, I was wrong. We were just like, oh yeah, we're good on characters having stats. No. We need to weaken them down so that Linhardt could get a kill and just increase the character's experience. Bam!
Can't get ahead of myself.
And now we're just ever so slightly move Ferdinand ever so slightly closer, and just everyone along with him. This is a, whether or not you want to say my style is effective, turtling is a very effective style of playing these games, and it works. Trust me, it works a lot. It's just like, how well do you want someone to turtle, and how much do you care about these students? So what we're going to do, put Ferdinand even closer, bam, do some damage. We're actually going to get the kill with Petra, and we'll actually hear her quote, because I don't think, yeah, we went through this whole thing without hearing her quote.
People and beasts are as one. Calm your heart, and do not be worried about this killing.
Wow. Kinda dark there, make it that what you will. We'll heal up, Ferdinand, and bam, Linhardt's level 5. Now, everyone is at a level where we can just kind of like go through with this and just be fine. Do this, get the item. More training gauntlets, so that's useless on someone like Bernadetta. But we'll be able to switch it out, and everyone will be hunky-dory, peachy. Wow, actually took some damage off that res attack. We'll do this. Bam, bam. Wow, I'm actually surprised that the healers survived off that, but whatever. Like I said, you need to be more concerned about giving everyone else kills rather than Byleth, because you're going to have to deploy Byleth in every battle anyways. And that's the thing about why it will work. We'll do this, because there is some unique dialogue on who you send in to face Costas. Sending Hubert right here. This is kind of like put everyone within relatively close range and just, you know, work your way out of this. We're going to use Gambits now.
Spoiled little noble! Just die like a good little rich kid!
Do you really think being born a commoner gives you the right to kill? Despicable.
Yeah, you prick. He's like, guy like you. There's like 20 of them. They jumped me. And Edelgard got the level up, which is very good in our books. She just increases overall. She has very high good stats. But do you know this? You know what? I'll explain this next time. We'll do another gambit just to like mess with him.
It can't be. The mercenary from before? So what? Now you're pals with the knights? I'll kill you and your pesky brats.
You can try. You're by yourself. What are you going to do? There's 20 of them, man. They all jumped us. Just like, this man's just getting jumped. And that's what makes it funny. And we're just gonna get the kill off right here. Iron Bow. Goodbye!
Sending these brats instead of the knights means they've underestimated me. Big mistake. I should have never listened to that idiot. What a mistake.
Ooh, look at all that juicy experience. And Bernadetta levels up. Getting decent stats, but there's a reason, again, why I gave her the axe.
Thank you for leading us, Professor. Though I suppose there was no way we could lose to a familiar foe. In any case, something about this canyon feels inexplicably strange.
And Bernadetta becomes the MVP, and her motivation becomes maxed out. You want like I said, you want your character to have the most motivation if you want everyone to increase, but it really doesn't matter that much in the long run. So anyways, just give this another hard save, and these are the most deployed units in the month.
I wonder why it is that you recall this place. You must be weak of heart. Each time I speak, it scares you so. Although the battle's at an end, do not feel too at ease. Well, anyhow, I am quite fascinated by this place. As far as I can tell, this is your first time here. Here? I dare say it would be impossible to have forgotten such a place as this. I must admit I am unsure. Beyond the name and the strange feeling of familiarity, I can't seem to remember anything about this place. And yet, a great depth of emotions tied to that sense of familiarity. Like joy and sorrow, pain and love, and all things in between. If I was somehow here before, I wonder what took place.
Professor, I was wondering where you were. It's about time we headed back to the monastery.
It is time to depart. But know that time reveals all things. One day I will remember that which I have lost. Oh, by the way, it seems you've earned my gratitude. The thieves who came here are no more. I am not sure myself, yet I am grateful all the same. In any case, you must become accustomed to my voice. If you fall down with shock each time I speak, that just won't do. Oh, you think you're standing strong? Of course you are. It was a jest.
On our way out, I had the chance to observe the Red Canyon. Did you notice anything, Professor? Of course. I expected as much. The area was covered in ruins, each more curious than the last. They did not match the architectural style of any era or culture within the Empire, or across all of Fodlan for that matter. That can only mean one thing. The Valley civilization must have flourished and fallen in the distant past, long before the Empire was established. Who do you think lived there? It's possible they weren't even human. Perhaps their remnants still influence this world.
So you have safely disposed of those bandits. I pray that their souls find salvation. But why did they target the students to begin with? We must further investigate the true cause of all that took place. Until we know more, I ask that you support the students and relieve them of any unnecessary worry. Good. I have high expectations for you. By the way, how was your time in Zanado? Legend has it, in ancient times, a goddess alighted upon this world in that very canyon. For a goddess from the heavens, Zanado could only have been a temporary haven. Long ago, the divine Seros received a revelation from the goddess, a gift to help guide the lost. The goddess is always watching over Fodlan from her kingdom above. However, in ancient times, the goddess graced this world with her presence and offered salvation to the people here. She is the mother of all life, the arbiter of every soul. I see. During your time here, I pray that you come to devote yourself to the teachings of Seros.
Lady Rhea, I am sorry to interrupt. There is something I must ask about in regard to those bandits.
As you wish. We shall continue our discussion when next we meet.
A goddess? I have no memory of her. But then, I have no memory at all. Oh, how bothersome. It is as though I know, and yet I don't. Perhaps Zanado was my home back when the goddess walked the land. If so, what does that make me now? A ghost? Are you simple? That's impossible. I am most certainly alive. Of course, we also have the mystery of why I'm here with you. Is it somehow connected? Perhaps some past regret is stopping me from moving on, and now I'm forced to stay with you instead. No, that's not it. I can't believe in such a meaningless existence. I